right now everyone wants to make money from YouTube, but 99% of people never even start their channel because they don't know how to write scripts, they can't edit videos, they don't like their voice, and they don't want to show their face. Well, the good news is that in 2026, you don't need any of these things if you learn how to use AI. For example, look at this channel. It gained over 1 lakh subscribers with just 48 videos, and its most popular video, which was uploaded just 4 months ago, has almost 7 million views. This channel uploads Chinese monk motivational stories, and all its videos are made with AI, meaning the creator doesn't use their own voice or show their face. The scripting and editing work is also done with AI. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the full step-by-step process of how you can start an AI-based motivational story channel. And I'll also create my own channel and show you the final result. So definitely watch the video until the end. Before we create a new channel, we need a name, a logo, and a simple channel banner. So I'll tell ChatGPT that I'm creating a motivational story YouTube channel. Give me 10 channel names that are unique but simple. I don't want the name to be too complicated, so I'll tell it to use simple words like inspire, dream, success, motivation. As soon as I entered this prompt, ChatGPT recommended a bunch of good names, and I like the second one the most, which is to see if I can rank with this name. I searched YouTube for Riz Daily and set the type filter to channels. And even though many channels are made with this name, you can see some have 4 subscribers, some have 6 subscribers, then 5 subscribers. So that means there's no established creator with this name yet. So honestly, I can easily rank with this name. But still, I won't get the handle of Riz Daily. So in this case, what I like to do is add a suffix at the end of whatever name I like to make the whole name unique. Some common suffixes you can use are YT, TV, Hub, World, Cube, etc. So if we make names with these, we'll get Riz Daily YT, Riz Daily TV, Riz Daily Hub, Riz Daily World. Among all these, Riz Daily YT sounds the best. And of course, no channel exists with this name, so I'll create a new channel and name it Riz Daily YT, and there we go. Our channel is ready. Now we just need to customize it. So I'll ask ChatGPT to give me 5 channel icon ideas for a motivational story YouTube channel named Riz Daily YT, and as you can see, it'll suggest a lot of cool ideas that are suitable for our niche, like victory torch emblem, rising mountain with flag, open book plus wings. All these ideas are perfect for representing a motivational story channel. I like this rising mountain with flag one, so I'll tell ChatGPT to create the second one, and it's confirming some details with me about what kind of output I want, like what should the image style be, what color palette to use. Should it be circular layout or square layout? So at this point, you can specify the logo details according to your preference. I'll quickly answer its questions. By the way, all the important prompts I'm using in this video will also be in the video description. Okay, so our logo is ready, and it's exactly what I imagined, which is awesome. Now the branding work is almost done. We just need to make a channel banner. For this, I'll tell ChatGPT to use the same icon you just created and make a simple channel banner with a white background. Also make sure the channel name Riz Daily YT is included. Then we'll wait a few seconds and our channel banner will be ready too. Now of course it looks very professional, but when we upload it to YouTube, it won't fit properly because the size is wrong. So I'll open YouTube's official channel banner template in Photoshop and import my image and fit it in the safe area so it displays well on all devices. And yes, the link to this template is also in the description. Finally, we'll go to the YouTube Studio channel customization page and upload our logo and channel banner and publish the changes. So there we go. Our channel's branding is now completely done. It just lacks content. Now for the next step, I'll go to the Presence and Path channel and go to the Videos section and click the popular button. Then I'll select and copy all its video titles like this, just like that. Then I'll paste what I copied into ChatGPT and say, based on these titles, suggest 10 new titles for me. Also, because the view count and view duration got copied with the titles, I'll tell ChatGPT to ignore the numbers. Then we'll enter this prompt and instantly we'll have a treasure trove of topics. Similarly, we can find more channels in this niche and copy-paste their titles to generate unlimited video ideas. To write a killer story, you mainly have 3 options. First is the transcript method. I'll tell ChatGPT to write a motivational story in 800 words on the topic, small boy, big dreams, the boy who never gave up, for my YouTube video. Here you'll of course give the topic of your choice, and you can also adjust the word count based on your video length preference. Since I'm writing this story just to explain to you guys, I only gave 800 words so the story doesn't get too long. Then I'll tell ChatGPT I'm also providing an example story for your reference. Now, how will we do this? So let's say you go to the Presence and Path YouTube channel or any other channel in this niche, and there's a video whose story you really like. Let's say this one. So what you'll do is go to that video's description, and at the very bottom you'll see the transcript option. As soon as you click Show Transcript, you'll see the entire story of that video in text format. You just have to click the 3 dots and click Toggle Timestamps so the timestamps hide, and then you can easily copy this entire story. Back to ChatGPT, we'll paste the example story we copied into our prompt and enter the final prompt. We'll wait for a few moments, and instantly ChatGPT will write us a new story that follows the example story structure. The second option for finding stories is more direct, and that's using Google. You just have to Google motivational stories in Native American language, and you'll find lots of websites that have all kinds of stories, long, short, real, fictional. The last option is the most interesting, and that is to use a magic prompt. So I've prepared a special magic prompt for you that has 6 different attributes. With its help, you can generate your own custom story where you'll have full control over every aspect. So let's understand with an example what this magic prompt is and how to use it. First, I'll tell ChatGPT 9 you are a motivational story author who writes in Native American language. Write a story based on the title Small Boy, Big Dreams, the Boy Who Never Stopped Running, with the following attributes. Now, the first attribute you'll give ChatGPT is word count, meaning how long should the story be. So this totally depends on how long you want to make the video. On average, a 5-minute story has 800 words, which is like 150 words per minute. So if you want to make a 10-minute video, then your word count should be 1,500. But I've noticed that whatever word count we specify, ChatGPT writes 100, 200 words less. So if I want an 800-word story, I'll specify 1,000 instead of 800, then the next attribute is setting. In setting, you basically specify the time and place where your story will unfold. For example, I want my story to be based in a modern-day USA city. The next attribute is protagonist, meaning your story's main character, your story's hero. For example, my story's main character will be a young boy who's a vegetable vendor's son. The next attribute is tone. As the name suggests, you need to specify a tone for your story, like emotional, humorous, inspirational, etc. Then the next attribute is storytelling framework, meaning what pattern will the story follow to unfold. For example, let's say our main character has an ordinary life, then some challenge comes into his life, and because of that, his life transforms. This is a very common framework called the hero's journey. I'm sure you've heard of this. So there are many types of storytelling frameworks that you can specify in your prompt. For this, I've made a PDF whose link is in the description. Finally, the last attribute is the moral of the story. In my case, the moral of the story is never give up. That we'll enter the prompt, and ChatGPT will start writing a killer story according to our attributes. And just reading the first few lines of the story, you can tell how interesting this is going to be. Also, you can see it divided the story into different chapters based on my storytelling framework. So if you feel you need to go into more detail on any chapter, you can tell it, and ChatGPT will update the story accordingly. A good voiceover is extremely important for our channel because even a killer story will sound boring if the delivery of the person telling it isn't right. And in our case, it's even more challenging because we're giving the job of telling the story to an AI. Now, the best tool in the market for voiceover is still 11 Labs, and all the AI automated channels like Presence and Path use 11 Labs for their voiceover. So first we'll copy our story that ChatGPT gave us, then we'll go to the 11 Labs website and paste our script into its text-to-speech tool. We need a voice that sounds like a middle-aged or old person, so it feels like the person telling the story actually has life experience and is very wise. At the same time, we also need a voice that's deep and calm so viewers feel relaxed and get immersed in the story. Also, that voice should be made for narrations and storytelling. And last but not least, that voice should be a native American voice. So I listened to all the voices in this list one by one, and I'll put the names of the 5 I liked on screen. Among these, I liked Taksha's voice the best. So let me play his sample once. Taksha 1990, a boy run from his hometown. So this is a very calm and deep voice, exactly what we need. So now let's click on use, and you can see it's selected. Now I know your question is, can we use 11 Labs voices for our YouTube videos for free? So look, in this AI Tools free plan, you get 10,000 credits every month, with which you can make roughly 2 5-6 minute videos. But if we talk about commercial use, it's clearly stated in their terms of use that without a subscription plan, you can't use their voices for commercial purposes like YouTube. But of course, this doesn't mean people don't use 11 Labs for free. In fact, I know many channels that have grown and even monetized their channel without taking any subscription, and they never had any problem. If you ask me, I would strongly recommend that you take 11 Labs startup plan, which costs only around $400, about $5. This is honestly a very good investment if you're serious about YouTube automation. The formula for making a perfect motivational story video is narrative storytelling, what people hear, plus visual storytelling, what people see. For narrative storytelling, our story and voiceover are ready. Now it's time for editing, which will help us with visual storytelling. For this, we first need images to visually represent every line of our story. The best AI tools for generating images are Nano Banana, Bing Image Creator, and Playground. So you can use any of these, like I'm going to use Nano Banana right now. I'll repeat the same process for every single line of the story until the story ends. And yes, generating these images is just as easy. You just have to copy the prompt and paste it into Nano Banana. Then look on the left side. There's an image dimensions option. Make sure you keep it at 16:9. because this is for a YouTube video. So now we have both audio and visuals. All that's left is to assemble them in one place. For this, you can use any free or paid video editor. Doesn't matter, because we have to do very basic editing. So first, import the voiceover we downloaded from 11 Labs into the timeline, and if there are any unnecessary empty spaces in the audio, cut and delete them. Now the video is exported, but the editing work still isn't done because we need to add captions that'll make our video even more engaging. So finally, we've made the complete video. So if you made this far, then don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and Tech Talk. I made those type of video to helping the new creator who want to grow on YouTube and lean eye to automation to automate everything. So, bye.